All right, let's talk about graphing quadratic functions that are written in general form. Sometimes it's called general form, sometimes it's called standard form. So the first step in this is we need to know what the axis of symmetry is. And as we saw in the last video, there's a formula for that. The axis of symmetry is x equals negative b over 2 times a. So in this problem, my b is the coefficient of the linear term, so it's negative 8 over 2 times a, which is the coefficient of my quadratic term. So that would be negative 8 divided by 4, which turns it into positive 2. So I'm going to draw some axes here. And my axis of symmetry is right here at x equals negative 2. Now, the next thing I want to do is find the y-intercept. And as we learned in that last video, the y-intercept can be found by just looking at c. Because if I plug in 0 for all the x's, which is how you find the y-intercept, these two terms would go away. So my y-intercept is 0, negative 3. So I'm going to plot that on my graph. Now, I want to get the coordinates of the vertex. I have the x value of the vertex, that was 2. In order to get the y value that goes along with that, I'm going to plug that into the x's up here. So that would be 2 times 2 squared minus 8 times 2 minus 3. So let's see, I believe that's 8 minus 16 minus 3, which is negative 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it's down here. Good planning on my part. And now we're going to get the reflection across the axis of symmetry. So if you notice this point, my y-intercept, is 2 units to the left of the axis of symmetry. Well, that means I'm going to have another point with the same y value 2 units to the right of it. That's how the reflection works. You basically can fold the point across and it lands on the other side. So now I have 3 points in my parabola, so I'm going to plot those, connect them with a smooth curve, and there's my parabola. So again, the steps are find the axis of symmetry, draw it in, find the y-intercept, plot it, find the vertex by getting the y value at the axis of symmetry, by plugging it in, plot the point that's the reflection of the y-intercept, and then connect it with a smooth curve.